Hello everyone, I'm back with another interesting video of CCNA, that is network. So here we go with networking basics. In networking basics, first of all we have a chapter. It's a networking basic part 1. In this part 1 we are going through with what is a network and types of computer network, their topologies, and types of their network devices. So let's start with what is network. This is the chapter 1, and now as you can see, when two computers are connected with each other by using the wire or using a wireless, they are performing a network for sharing their data and resources by setting their sets of rules and regulation that will comes under with the protocol. And protocol is nothing, it's a set of rule and regulation. As we know, to perform a network in advance, first of all, we need any dedicated device or dedicated server. As a centralized device, it can be your DHCP server or your computer server in the manner which you want to configure. And of course, we need a client as a computer, laptop, PC in our computer network. So they all connected with our centralized server or database to share data and resources. So this is the basic concept of networking. So let's start with about the network. In network we can see all the computers and all the client PCs are connected with the dedicated device or server. Or we can say it's a group of computers. In very basic manner, network can be a group of peoples, friends, society, which they are connected with each other. But in computer networking, systems and other peripheral devices like computers, laptop, PC, mobiles, they are connecting with each other to share data and resources. When the data or information is shared within a network is called networking. In simple word, network is a group of collections of any devices, can be software, hardware, or group of people, can be like friends, society, which they are connected with each other to share data and resources. To form a computer network for sharing purpose, we have a different types of computer network. But here we can say that all our devices connected with the dedicated server or dedicated devices, they can share their data with each other. So this is the form of their network. In other words, we can say we have different types of computer networks to share data and resources. Because as we know, if you want to communicate with someone, so we have different types of sources. If you want to connect with the people who is in our city, we can just go through by using the bus or any local vehicle. If he is out of city or out of station, we can use our train or long route buses. If he's not in our city or in state is out of station, we using the media like plane, flights, and using a train for long journey. So these are all the media. And the same manner in computer we have different types of computer networks. First, we start with the LAN. The LAN is a local area network. It's a network that is geographically connected together, but within a building or within a particular area with their limited access. It can be in office or in home. It simply share the information by using connecting wires, or it can be a wireless. For example, in real life scenario, we can say in office we are just sharing our data, or we are sharing our information to our colleague by just sending internal mail or by sending by words. So this is within a particular, within a restricted zone or an area, it can be defined as a LAN. And we have a CAN, that is a campus area network. Let's take example, if a person to whom we want to share information is not in our office or in building, or is available on the another city, so we can use the media to connect with him, go through with the office boy, we can go with our external vehicles to connect with him. In same way, in computer technology or computer networking, CAN is a computer, it's a computer or campus area network, which is limited within a geographical area such as campus, building, or school campus. That's one building to another building. Or we can use as a MAN, that's metropolitan area networks. This area covered within the MAN is larger compared to the above all LAN and CAN. is connected within the metropolitan area, or it's like between their cities. In scenario, we can say if a both scenario, we can say the person is not in our city or he's not in our state. So we can use the another media by using the train, by buses to connect with the people, or using the by post or by using the courier in manner of the man. And same we have advanced is one of the most, that is a WAN, that is a wide area network. As the name describes, it's a wide area network. It's a combinations of multiple LAN. In WAN we have different types of network. We have LAN, we can use CAN, we can use MAN. So it's a combinations of all the types of computer network using in WAN. And what we can describe, it's a wide area network. It's connected with the or between or in the our world from one city to another city to access to share information by just using such as if a person is not in our state or he just belong to another state, we can just connect with him by sending emails within using the internet. That is a wide area network. Or if you want to physically go to access, we can simply go with the flight. So this is all about the computer network. We have gone through with LAN, WAN, CAN and MAN. So let's go with the various types of the network topologies. In topologies, we define the network structure, that how information, data, packet and frame they travel from source to destinations. So we have a different types of topology here. We can use as a bus, star, ring, mesh and tree and hybrid. So these are the different topologies we're using in computer networking. Or we can say, if we're using with the another slides, we have a networking topology. We have more things to interesting. We have point to point, that is a one-to-one computer, bus topologies, ring topology, star, mesh, tree and hybrid. So let's start with what is a point to point. So point to point is a word is described as from one point to another point, or a single source, or there's a single destination. They are connected with each other. Like friends, we can just have a conversation with our near friend, or we can just have a conversation with our office colleagues. It's just between two parties or between two computers. And more advanced, we have another, that is a bus topology. The bus topology is a network in which the devices are connected with a single bus or cable. All the data, all the media using by a single bus or cable. As you can see, as in real life scenario, there is a path in our road, in the traffic road, that is connected with the within the different turns and different subroutes, but they are connected with the single route that can be a bus. In the same way, in computer terminology, the bus topology, that is all the devices are connected with a single bus or single cable, that different can be a bus, to share the data and resources. Next we have a ring topology. The computers are connected in the shape of ring to share the data and their resources. It can be a clockwise, it can be a anti-clockwise. We can see in the pictures the data is sharing from one computer to another computer in the shape of ring in a clockwise, or it can be a anti-clockwise. Or in a real life scenario, we often see in the traffic circles, how the traffic circles is moving, managing the traffics, therefore avoiding the collisions, and they cannot be crashed with each other. If you want to go through with the traffic circles, we just take a round circle to go to another to connect with another road. In the same way, in computer networking, we have a ring topology that is connected in the shape of the ring. And next we have a star topology. The computers are connected with centralized device or centralized data to share their data and resources. A centralized device can be a hub, can be a switch to connect that share to data and resources. As you can see in the pictures, all the computers are connected with the dedicated server. So if you want to share the information from one computer to another computer, the data has to go through with the dedicated point or with the centralized device. The next we have a mesh topology. Mesh topology, this is the most advanced, that all the devices and computers are connected with each other to share the data and resources. Or we can say, if persons connect with the friends, family, society to sharing their daily resources, and data will be passing through within society, within their friends circle. So we all will connected like a group, we are connecting with each others. And as we can see in the picture that all the computers are connected with each other, and how they are performing, how they're sharing their data resources from one to another by using the one to another and another to so on. They're going on for the next to share data resources. Another, we have a tree topology, and the tree topology, the computer and devices connected in the form to perform and the hierarchy, or have a root structure. We have a top roots there, and they are connected with the subroots, and the subroots are connected with their different subroots. In tree topology, the data is sharing from the top order to down the order to downgraded them. Next, we have a hybrid topology. Nowadays, the hybrid topology is most advanced one. It's a combination of all topologies. It can be between the two topologies that is connected to share their data and resources. As you can see within the example, we have a combination of ring topology and we have a combination of bus topology. So these both topology using the ring and bus, they are combined with together one is defined as bus topology. So this is the topology which is using in the nowadays, and this is one of the most advanced topology. And further, we have types of their networking devices. Of course, if you want to connect our data to another computer from source to destination, we need a media, how the data is translated from one computer to another. Of course, you need a wire to connect with them. The further wire will connect it with whom to share the data. We have different devices. We have a hub, switch, modem, router, bridge, repeater, and access point. So let's start one by one. We have, you can see in pictures, we have PCs, we have switch, hub, router, bridge, access point, printer, modem, and firewall. So let's start with the hub. So hub is nothing, is obsolete, and is nowadays we're not using the hub because hub said to be as a not it is an intelligent device, or it's a buffer device, because the hub is broadcasting the signal. If you want to send the data from hub, your signal or your data has been transmitted to all over the computers connected in your network. So if you want to send your data to a particular or dedicated people or person or client, so that data will be shared with everyone, so it will be the security. Next, to improve this feature, we have developed the feature of switch, because switch is more intelligent and it's much advanced than hub. It's also said to be an intelligence device because in switch the data is dedicatedly go through that client whom we want to connect with. If you want to send our data to PC1, so definitely the data which goes to PC1, that will not reflecting or it will not sharing with anyone in our network. So it's advanced technology, or it's advanced than hub. So nowadays in corporates or in network we're using the switch. Next, we have a modem. The modem, we can say, is used to translate your analog signal to your digital and digital to analog. It can be defined as a word as a modulator and demodulator. And we have a router. A router is to combining the two different networks. We have a two, suppose if you have a network A and B, the how they are communicate with each other. To communicating with, to providing the assistance between these two networks, we are using a router. And of course, we have advanced, we have a bridge. Bridge is connect two subnetworks as a part with the same network, different the two network or different floors. And repeater is just amplify your weak signals or just regenerate your signals. Suppose if you're sending data with a long range, so data will be lost their signals and their strength within a particular distance, or they are in particular spots. So to increase their signals, we are using the repeater. So the signal can be boosted up and go further for your next within proper manner. And we have access point. We can see the access point. It can be defined to send the receive and your data from one location to another locations. And each of the access points of the multiple users network to define the network locations. And topmost, we can say the firewall. Firewall is just like our secure manner, is a security guard, or it can be a software, it can be a hardware. Firewall is a first line of defense. With firewall, we can block our unwanted traffic in our internal network from outside network. On other way, we can also block from our internal network to sending the data to outside network. So this is all about the network devices and the network working concept part 1. I hope you like this video and thank you for watching this video and see you next time. Have a nice day.